Oh, use this one. Hello? Hello, mic check 1 2 1 2. Well, that's odd. Very odd. For some reason, my microphone defaulted to the default one instead of the Yeti that I use. That's weird. Passed? Oh, my mic check. Oh, okay. Fantastic. Amazing. Wonderful. But yes, welcome to the stream. What are we doing in today's stream? Well, today's stream we're going back into Final Fantasy XIV because I have once again acquired the MMO itch. It is a virus that always returns every now and then. But yes, it is quite a fun game. I do enjoy it a lot. I would play... Well, actually, I wouldn't play World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft is a bit weird. It's been a hot minute since I played that. That was like that was before COVID. Oh my goodness. COVID was 5 years ago. Ugh. Anyway, I don't remember following you, but I'm glad I'm here anyway. Gertie. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for oh no, this is the wrong one. There we go. You might have followed me a very long time ago when I was a hat. I was a periwinkled crocheted hat that my mother crocheted that I found on the floor. That's what I use as my thing. Yeah, it looks like it was about 3 years. But yeah, 3 years. Time flies. You changed your name. Yes, I have rebranded. Turns out that naming yourself the same thing as a very popular American rock band and a beloved movie franchise is absolutely horrible for searching you on Twitter and YouTube and Google. Who would have figured that out? Obviously I didn't. I was a dumbass apparently. But yes, we're gonna jump into the game. So onward. Fantastic, amazing, wonderful. Turn this music off, go into this music. The game audio. Dang, crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. By the way, your mic is peaking a little. Again? Oh my goodness. I could have sworn that let's see. Advanced audio property. No, not that. Filters. I went into I remember doing like all of this weird stuff with like the noise gate and the compressor. Is it the threshold? Is it the output gain? Is this gonna do it? Let's try that. Did that fix it? Or is my microphone just broken? Hopefully it's not broken. Da-da-da. Sounds a lot better now, yeah. Okay, so it was the output gain. Let's actually... I know that I'm supposed to like get it. Actually, seeing that I'm messing with stuff, I should probably have the actual music playing instead of the game audio, because for some reason, oh, it did for a bit at least. Dang it! You know what? Maybe tweaking, messing with stuff. The scuff. Everyone loves scuff when going on Twitch. That's what you expect. That's why you come to Twitch, to see all of the stuff go horribly wrong and watching the streamer panic. That's the best part of it. Da-da-da. Well, if it's not the output gain, I don't want to increase the attack. Is it the threshold? What happens if I load? That's increasing the no, that's... So let's try threshold at minus 26 decibels. Did that do anything notable? I don't know. I can't really like the only way I'm gonna be able to tell is if I like record it and then play it back in the recording. I can't really tell when I'm streaming. You're my ears, Guardy. I'm relying on you to make this entire thing go. Can you tweak the input volume? OBS lets you enable a monitor channel. Da-da-da-da-da. Well, I can monitor and output. Yeah, I can hear. Well, the problem is that I already hear myself in the headset, so now there's like an echo, and it's very hard to pick out the echo because it's like it's like very distant and muffled. Monitor off key. Monitor and output. Well, like, how bad is the peaking? Like, is it blowing out your eardrums? It's not terrible. Oh, but that means it's not good either. This requires more research. I'm out of my depth. I'm gonna have to do it at the, when streams, but noticeable. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have no idea how to fix it on the fly without, like, doing, like, a whole bunch of research and stuff like that. I am not an audio technician, unfortunately. It's okay, I guess. Well, as long as it's passable. So anyway, what are we doing? Unfortunately, I am too lazy to actually change my in-game name. So we gotta keep this memorabilia from when I was Creed. What if you just moved your mic back a few inches? Like this. Is that better? I don't know, I sound a bit distant. Hopefully this works. Let's see, mic test, mic test, seeing if my voice is peaking. Is it peaking? I hope it's not peaking. That's better, yeah. Oh, okay, well that's good. It would appear that the people on YouTube lied to me. They say that I should have had the microphone about 6 inches away from my face, not 2 feet. Bastards. Okay, so we're doing the Heaven's Ward Astro questline today because for some reason, and I don't know why, but my brain makes it to, that's also what you're usually supposed to do, but if your input volume is set too high. Ah, so I need to figure out how to change the input volume. Maybe that's the gain? What if I lower the gain? Alrighty. So that's the lowered gain. I already feel a difference in my headset. What if I... This should be the gain. That's also good. Okay, so my gain was probably just too high. Okay. So farther away, less gain. Hopefully this is good. Yay! Use the thing. Realm Reborn Red! Hell yeah! Fantastic. Amazing. Ooh, a shaker. I have a shaker. It's a copper shaker. Nice. But yes, we're doing the Heaven's Ward I gotta stop getting sidetracked. We are doing the Astrologian. I remember dude who like fixed us up in the beginning of Heaven's Ward with the house people. He actually says the word, but I forget how it actually is. Astro is fun, not as fun as Sage or Scholar, but still fun. I like it because it's very busy. It's super busy. You press the Q button and then you get the things. Also, if you haven't played Astro for a while, it's very different now. Yeah, I know. They changed the cards again. Again, I believe Astrologian has the card mechanic has changed in literally every single expansion since its release. The cards have always changed. It's very weird. I don't know why they can't just settle on one. But that being said, I do like it when the cards are actually unique and different. I like the changes, but I don't agree with the choice of cards. How so? What's exactly... How would you change the cards? Because we don't exactly have the yellow bar anymore, so what would Spire end up being? What does the arrow do? Arrow is... increased HP recovery via healing actions for a party member or self by 10%. I want to say that's similar to one of the things Bard gets. I think it's Nature's Min. Yeah, it's a slightly weaker Nature's Min. Interesting. Right, how about the spear? Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, well, that's an umbral draw. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, wait, I can just... Oh, no, wrong button. Go all the way down here. The spear increases damage dealt by party member or self by 6% of target's range DPS or healer, or 3% for all other rolls. So just like in the, oh, I should probably pause the music so that doesn't drown out the lovely soundtrack of Ishgard. Ishgard, best city-state. I don't care what anyone says. So range DPS increase. Never put this on yourself. You're an Astrologian. You actually do the least amount of DPS. So I think you'd actually be better off if this was on a tank, which is awful. But if you don't have range DPS, then you would have melee DPS, and you'd still want to put it on the melee DPS anyway. So these two are I want to say it was Shadowbringers when they changed the cards this way. I want to remember, where these three were melee cards and then these three were ranged cards, and they just did the exact same thing. Why doesn't the arrow do what the spear does, and why doesn't the spear do what the balance does? The spear does do what the balance does. The spear is range DPS, 6% damage increase for range DPS and 3% for melee. The balance is just the opposite of that. Right? Because what it was originally is that the balance was just damage, and then the spear, I believe, was crit rate. And the arrow should be ranged. It just makes sense. The arrow uses HP recovery via healing actions. If I remember correctly, the arrow was action speed originally. So it was Army's Payon that you could just throw on someone. The bowl should be heal over time, and the ewer should give the heal debuff. But the bowl was always a damage reduction. That was what it always was. Except for that one stint in Shadowbringers and Endbringer? Endwalker? I don't know. I've never actually gotten to that one. I know we're in Dawnwalker, Dawn Treader, Dawn something. But I know the bowl was always a damage decrease. The ewer was mana regeneration. The spire was action point regeneration, or tactical points, whatever it was called. Yeah, maybe, but it didn't make any sense back then, and it doesn't make any sense now. Well, why wouldn't a tree make sense? If I remember correctly, the bowl is the first gate that you unlock in the Astrologian questline when you actually unlock Astrologian. I believe, I don't see where she is at the moment, but doesn't she like go on about how it's like the world tree and it's sturdy and it's the defense of the whatever and the seventh heaven and stuff? I don't know, it just doesn't make any sense. It's not intuitive. Arrow, the spire. Well, at the same time, I believe they also like represent the 12 somewhat. Like the balance represents Azima, I believe. The spear's Halone. The spire's Ragnar, I think is what his name is. If I have a card called the Arrow, and I know there is a card that increases the damage for range DPS, why would that not be the Arrow? That's an excellent point. But at the same time, an arrow isn't really... An arrow's quick, right? It's fast. Why would the arrow increase HP recovery? I think it increased HP recovery just so that we can have all of them at once, right? So we have one that's actually for damage, and then we have two of them that are actually just tank cooldowns when you think about it. I mean, the arrow is speed, so if, technically if you increase health recovery, isn't that a faster heal? Yeah, I don't like it. Class is fun, though. Class is very fun. I also like Scholar as well, because they're just busy work. I like the busy work classes. That's why I have Bard and Ninja as well. Black Mage, I like Black Mage just because big damage. I still prefer shield heals, though. Yeah. being preemptive and stopping the damage is always going to be more like I actually did something there, right? Instead of healing. The healing for White Mage and Scholar, they have the hots, so it's a lot more passive. It's not exact like if I use Aspected Benefic, I mean, yeah, technically I'm healing you. But it's gonna take a while, so there's not that instant that instant feedback loop of yes, I am doing the heals. It's a magic barrier is nullifying damage. Oh, I got a shield. I still see that I can't see the shields that I have on my HP bar. White Mage is boring. Yes, I agree. The only time I would ever choose to play White Mage is when we had a Dark Knight in the party before LD got buffed. LD? What's an LD? Is that a class? Sage, Gunbreaker, Viper, ooh, Ectomancer. Living Dead, okay. For some extreme and savages, Living Dead, that's right, Living Dead got changed. Now it like gives a buff if something happens, I believe. Like it works, it behaves differently now. Originally, I remember it being the worst tank, whatever this is called. I know these abilities have a specific name. I think they're called like Tank Buster cooldowns or something like that. I know there's a type of slang for it. And now if you trigger Walking Dead, you get a massive HP steal. You can top yourself off in 4 heals and avoid dying. Invulns, yes, thank you. Oh my goodness, I don't know why that was escaping my... You know why it hasn't escaped my crest? I haven't played the game in like 3 years. That's why I couldn't remember. Oh my goodness. All of the, what is it? All of the lingo and the jargon has seeped out of my brain like a sponge. All right, Janik Renard, let's see what you got. Empty nest. Yeah, this lady, she's the one that's going on about how to unlock the gates and channeling the magic of the stars and whatnot. Word at the Athenaeum Astrologicum is that Janik Renard has begun preparations for a journey. Interesting. I have good news and bad news. The good news is preparations for the symposium on Charlayan astrology have been progressing smoothly, as we have unexpectedly encountered very little resistance from the vault. They have even gone to the trouble of securing us a spacious venue for the event. It's been forever since I've done Astro quests. Oh, why? Why not? Is it just because this is like one of the first things that you always do, and so like at the beginning of the expansion you just hit them and you're done with them? Astrologian was my first job to hit level cap with. Yeah, that'll do it. Astrologian's great. If I had to pick a favorite class, I don't exactly have in Shadowbringers. Yes, boss. But what about the other two? Have you done the Astrologian? I hate that I don't know how to actually pronounce this word. The Astrologian quests in Endwalker and Dawntreader. Have you done those yet? Back when Nocturnal Sect was still, I think we still have well, no, we have Neutral Sect now. That's right. There was Diurnal Sect and Nocturnal Sect, and you could switch between a hot or a shield healer. There's no more class quests after level 70. That's disappointing. So what, the quest lines just end? The only exception is the level 80 quest you unlock after role quests. What's a role quest? I have no idea what that is. Da-da-da-da. The bad news is, the spacious venue in question lies in Falcon's Nest. Lest you wonder, I speak of the same frigid building site in the middle of nowhere that you will doubtless have heard so many good things about. Yes, my friend, that Falcon's Nest. And I suppose this may be a blessing in disguise. Role quests are, well, you'll see when you get there. Ooh, I don't get spoilers. I'll eventually get it. And by eventually get it, probably when it's added to the free trial, because I'm still in the free trial. I am just not certain what that blessing may be. Perhaps we should all make for the hamlet and see. Ooh, you're a bard and you didn't even realize it. I see you, Janiquinard. Incredible. Dude, I'm like super stoked. Like, I knew for a fact that eventually Stormblood would be added as part of the free trial, and now I can increase my collection of souls. Fantastic. Right? Why spend money when I can get all of this amazing stuff for free? I mean, obviously, the reason why you want to spend money in the game is to support the devs so that we get more expansions and more content and more lore and more classes and more raids and more amazing gear and more crafting and having to continue to farm crafting in the Ishgardian Restoration and all that fun stuff. But, like, it's free. I will continue to go about my mooching ways. Water bottle. I have learned my mistakes when it comes to streaming a video game that constantly requires you to read from text boxes. Always make sure that you have hydration. Hydrate or dihydrate, nerd. Ah, finally. Water, the lifeblood of the planet. I can't see my mini-map because of my microphone, no! Da-da-da-da-da! This way. Incredible. I'm proud of you. Yeah, thank you for having water. Yeah, no. Being healthy is very good. Greeting. Ooh, motorcycle. Where you get that? Greetings, brother. It appears that not only is our symposium to be held in a tiny hamlet moms away from civilization, crawling with people who cannot even spell astrology, let alone grasp how it works, but that no one in the whole town has ever even been informed of our arrival. The three of us have been spending the last bell speaking with whomever will listen. Endwalker side content. Ah, that's how you get the motorcycle. Inviting them to attend the event so at least we won't be speaking to an empty forum. Oh, worry not, my friend. We have saved the Northern District just for you. Winks with both eyes. All right, the Northern Forum. Oh my goodness, it's a little mini tank. Oh my, I love this. This is great. This is fantastic. Nice. How do you get that? Is that also Endwalker content, or is that, oh, what's that area in Stormblood that I'm blanking on? It's kind of like Endgame, but it's different. That's Shadowbringer's tribe quests. Aren't the tribe... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of alliances. Those are the pixies, I believe. How many tribes are there? I know there are the Lalafels that are called dwarves. There's the pixies, or are the pixies different? Pixies might be different. Is there another one? I don't think so. Oh no, I haven't gone to Shadow. I haven't even completed Heavensward. I don't even know why I'm trying to, like, figure out stuff that's happening past Stormblood. I refuse to call them allied societies. They're tribes to me. Yes, that is objectively correct. Charlene Astrology, eh? You a heretic? Because you're talking like one. There's only one kind of astrology in Ishgard, and it ain't the heathen kind. Considering as you are an unbeliever, I suppose the knights might allow you to yap and yammer, but cause too much commotion, you'll be disappear like the other lad. Now, when was that? Bloody heretics, blah! But there's 3 in every expansion. Well, what are the ones in Stormblood? There are the pixies. There are the dwarves. What's the third one? Oh, you get the tank from the dwarves, don't you? Probably. Maybe. Ah, yes, the super scary music that something bad's happening. I wonder if this still plays all the way in Dawnwalker. An outrider! And his wounds look deep. Is there a cutter nearby? Oh no. In Stormblood, you've got the Anata, the Kojin, and the Namazu. The Namazu are the little catfish dudes, right? I know this because I have the Final Fantasy XIV cookbook. Use Aspected Benefic. Heal! What is this sorcery? My cuts! They knit themselves! Are you a healer, adventurer? If so, I have another request for you. Yep. What? Hang on. And yeah, the tank is from the dwarves. Yep, and the Namazu quests are glorious. I love them so much. Also, you get a fun emote, an awesome mount, and a Namazu mask from those. Oh, what's the mount? Actually, I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. I'll figure it out once I do Stormblood because Stormblood is now free. There were others in my scouting party. We were all wounded, some of us more gravely than others. I fear that my fellow knights may be in grave danger. Would you seek them out and tend to them as you did me? I report to Sir Redwald, but fear that by the time he can muster reinforcements, several men will have perished. Oh, is that the fun emote? Nice. It's a little chicken dance. Fantastic. Amazing. All right, where are these goobers that I must have? Oh, wow, they're all the way out there. Okay. Find the forward movement key. Endwalker tribes are by far my favorite so far. Oh, what are the tribes? Endwalker. That's after Shadowbringers. I actually have no idea what's an Endwalker. The only thing I know about Endwalker is Gunbreaker and Sage were introduced. The stories are amazing and the music for one of them is glorious. Ooh, I do love the soundtrack. The tribes are people you haven't met yet. Is it Charlian? I bet one of them's Charlian. Maybe. Possibly. I know that's like the entire thing in Endwalker is that Charlian gets involved in the, what was it? In the Garlean thingamawhatsit. Because for some reason the Charlians didn't like help Eorzea defend against the Garleans because they're like not supposed that like they want to be neutral and they want to observe history and motion and they think if they interfere they're messing with history, I believe. But I could show you the music if you want. If I can find a spoiler-free version. I guess I'm just gonna have to stumble upon it. You sense a hostile presence. Well, it's a good thing I got dots. Gravity! Doo-doo-doo. I know it's not good single target damage, but it has an awesome sound effect. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Benefic. You have been healed, my friend. How did you? It is as if I was never dealt a single wound. What manner of magics do you wield, friend? I wield the star magics. Astromancy? But I thought the stars served only to grant us insight into the Horde's movements. Why are there not more astrologians in the field? Because stuff. Well, anyway, it's a rave party remix of Footfalls. It's amazing. Footfalls. I want to say I've heard that before. Which song is that? That sounds familiar. Is the Endwalker main theme? Oh, that's right. That's the song that was playing in the opening cinematic, or the trailer. Yeah, the trailer theme. Yeah. Astrologians of the field. You and your companions are in Falcon's Nest to discuss that very topic. Perhaps I can persuade others in the garrison to attend. Now I must hurry back to the hamlet. My captain will want a full report of the day's happenings. Remember to tell them about my cool magic. It's great. It's fantastic. Da-da-da. Teleport back. Or I could show you in my FC house. That's 100% spoiler free. Nah, I'm good. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Besides, if I were to hear it now, it's gonna have less of an impact when I do the quest line, right? Right. Smiley face. Where have you been? When you did not return, we visited the northern gates and found the area stir with night activity. You left the hamlet to aid wounded scouts. You could have been killed, or eaten, or killed then eaten. Or eaten then killed! That's what bears do. That's why I don't like bears. Never go near bears. What is this? You say your display of astromancy has impressed the knights into attending our event. This may work to our advantage. If the knights begin clamoring for Astrologians to be assigned to their ranks, then the sea may just listen. Let us find these good men and inform them that the symposium is about to commence. All right, Janik Renard. A wounded knight. Speak with the wounded knight. Laveva, that's who it is. Yeah, this lady. She's the one that went off and on about all this stuff. Hey, a pig. Flying pig. That's the pixie mount, right? I remember there being like flying pigs and stuff and like dungeon trailers and stuff. Stalls, hoar-frosted balls, not a single person came. I told you this was a terrible plan. Use the confusion from the jam-packed symposium to approach the target, she says. You'll have her out of the hamlet before her companions even know she's gone, she says. Even a blind babe could have seen that no one would gather for a talk on astrology in the middle of swimming. Oh, you're suspicious. Yeah, that's the pixie mount. I knew it. Ah, the Astrologian who tended to my wounds. As you can see, both me and my fellow knight made swift recoveries thanks to your wonderful magics, of course. You're a fibber. What are you talking about approaching targets and stuff? Reinforcements from the garrison never arrived. Oh! Yes, I spoke with Sir Redwolf myself. Perhaps he felt there was no need for reinforcements after I, convinced him what an able healer you were. Yes, that is it. That is most certainly the reason. Yes. And, as much as we would like to attend, the captain has already assigned us to another mission. I apologize to you and your companions. Perhaps we can, the next symposium carry out that. No, bird! Come back! Get your fluffy tushy back out here. Yes. Fantastic. Bird. Is bird. Aveva, there was a weird person. They're masquerading as house knights again. Well, that is that then. The vault wins. Hey, something was happening, by the way. Do not think of it as such, Lady Laviva. This is but one hurdle we must leap. The vault wants us to stop and turn around, and they will continue placing hurdles before us until we do. But we cannot let that discourage us. We must carry on until we reach our destination. Or they run out of hurdles. I don't think they're gonna run out of hurdles. You're the dude I have to heal in the combat scenarios because you work as the tank. Ha! You cry over hurdles. You know not how lucky you were. Falcon's Nest Elder. Oh, what happened? Hello? Did you come for the symposium? I don't think he came for the symposium, Janik Renard. No, I wouldn't let anyone see me at that gathering. I'd be branded a heretic and sent to witch drop. Or worse, they'd just slit my throat and toss me out to the beasts. Like as they did to that other Astrologian from the old world. The other Astrologian? When was this? When you reach my age, all the summers melt together. My hair still had color, so it must have been at least a score. Mayhap more, mayhap less. Oh, damn, a long time ago. Something happened. Interesting. There was an Astrologian who was... But it was long ago. It could not have been anyone you knew. Or could it have been? We cannot dwell on the past. We must needs find a way to interpret the cards we have been dealt so that they might benefit the present. Ah, present. Yes, Janik Renard, you speak of wisdom. No. It could not have been anyone I knew. I never had the chance to. Oh, that's sad. That's right. This is kind of a sad quest line. You are right, Janik Renard. We mustn't let the vault or bandits or closed minds prevent us from achieving what we came here for. The stars will point the way. Yeah, that's the spirit. And we will help the people of Ishgard see that as well. Indeed. Now what? Speak with Janique Renard back in Ishgard. Okay. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Actually, can't I just like... No, if I go... Yeah, this brings me to Foundation, so I still want to teleport regardless. You have a snowball? You have a throw snowball emote? Oh, I'm jealous. You can get the emote right now. It takes 2 minutes. I am dropping everything I am doing. How do I get this emote? Oh my goodness, I love Solid. It's such a good theme. Meet me in Camp Dragonhead. Camp Dragonhead. That is... here? Yes, Camp Dragonhead. Oh. I have no quests around here. I have met you at Camp Dragonhead. There's no quests, though. I think I did them all. Do I actually already have it? How would I even check? I remember there's a way to check... emotes. Well, more specifically, at the first dictatorial observation for theorem and astrological phenomena, and yeah, then you already got it. Sky's the limit. What's that for? It's just slash throw when you're standing on snow. Well, I am standing on snow slash throw. Haha, snowball! This makes me way more happy than it should. Fantastic. Aw. You have a button already out. Hang on. Hang on. Emotes. At least I think that... throw. History. I shall win the snowball fight. You don't know. I was born in the North Pole, where we eat the 5 major food groups: candy, candy canes, and candy corn. I'm just using the arrow key up. My arrow key up doesn't do that. My arrow keys do different stuff. It does this. Oh my goodness. Oh, it doesn't even throw a snowball at you if you're in a mount. Ah, that's cheap. Snowball immunity. That's unfair. Open chat, then press it. Oh, why does that work? Oh. Open chat, press up, enter. That's weird. Why does the up arrow key do that? What about the down arrow key? The down arrow key does nothing. What about the other ones? Those do nothing either. Arrow key up just puts your most recently sent message in your input box. That's how most chat boxes work if they're well programmed. Huh. Like Twitch, for example. Really? Up. Oh, well, Twitch is broken then. Twitch is not well programmed, apparently. Well, technically I'm using the widget in OBS. I'm not actually using Twitch. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Right, so if I blah, 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 blah on Twitch, hit the up key, it still doesn't do anything. Okay, yeah, Twitch isn't well programmed. Glad we have arrived at this thing. I'm just going to just edit your most recently sent message instead. Well, it works for me. You know what? Fair enough. My Twitch is just broken. Aethernet. No. The Athenium Astrologicum. Rich people gossiping about other rich people sleeping with bed servants for some, well, maid servants for some reason. Lady Laviva did not take the old man's recollection of the slain Astrologian well at all. I understand that hearing of a fellow colleague's death might unnerve someone, but you would think that she had lost her father. Janiquinard, you're a fucking idiot. The fuck is a bed servant? A bed servant is exactly what you think it is. So it's a maid servant. It's a maid or a butler that also entails sleeping with the person who hires them. What have you done? You see, the Astrologian of whom the old man spoke, it so happens that I knew him well. His name was Rufin, and he was my friend and confidant when I studied in Charlene. My only friend. He followed me back to Ishgard when my stay in the city-state was cut short by the Exodus. His dream was to rekindle interest in the forgotten techniques which gave rise to Ishgardian astrology, but this was a time when the Holy See was even more opposed to foreign ideas than they are now. That evening, I discovered him bleeding at his bureau as one of the saddest in my life. But even at the hour of his death, Rufin remained strong, and he made me promise that I would not let his dream fade because of the close-minded. Sigh. Not that it has gone particularly well thus far. Yet perhaps if we reach a greater accord with the stars, they will show us the way forward. Yes, that sounds likely. Complete. Give me new spells, Janiquinard. Yes, like this. Malefic 2. Oh my goodness, I have been using only Malefic 1 this entire time. Also, why is this locked behind a story quest? It's Malefic 2. Like, you would expect, like, Earthly Star or something, not Malefic 2. Oh well, it becomes purple now. The vault went and outdid themselves. The location of our next symposium, the Convictory, a makeshift camp for a band of bickering knights. I've spoken at length with Lady Laviva about how we might handle this second inconvenience so as not to meet the same fate we did in Falcon's Nest. I fear the worst. But the lady believes that we'll be approaching this all wrong, that we should embrace the situation and use it to our advantage. The one you get at 60 is fun. Isn't that, My eyes are closed so I can't see. I'm trying to remember the name of it. Collective Unconscious. The student used it to our advantage. I believe she is merely unaccustomed to the thin alpine air and her wits are not in order. That's 58. Okay, well, egg on my face, I guess. Perchance we should make for the camp and see for ourselves. Ooh. Bubble! I like on how with the bubble, it's implied that somehow there's a bunch of wind as well. Celestial Opposition, that's it. Restores own HP and the HP of all nearby party members. Cure Potency 200, additional effect, regen, Cure Potency 100. Instant ability, so it's aspected Helios. Literally, it's aspected Helios, but on demand. That's cool. And that's a baller name for a spell, by the way. Here, have these. Where am I going again? Yeah, and also a heal over time and also off global cooldown. Yeah, it's an ability as opposed to a spell. Ability, spell, ability, 54. The level 56 quest isn't gonna give me anything else either. Darn. I gotta fly all the way over here. Auto run key, so I can do this. If you don't have the auto run key, then whenever you move this, your mount just decides to fly in that direction. Hey, a guy. If you lose another bow to those Yetis, you'll be ruined. So easy, just don't get got by the Yetis. Just train your chocobos how to fight. Just give them some Geisel greens. That makes them, what's the word? I don't know the word. Earthly Star is by far the most fun one though. Also, it's huge now. Ooh, really? If I'm remembering correctly, Earthly Star was like really hard to use because you would like use it and then the tank would just like pull them in a different direction and you wouldn't even be able to like get the explosion. Heretics! Someone call the god! We're not heretics, we're just astrologians. Yeah, it has a 20 yalm radius now. Interesting. Range 25 yalms. Oh, that's a little bit more than 30 yalms. 0 yalms. Radius 15 yalms. A bit bigger than an aspected Helios. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty big. At least I think so. Like, is the actual range the entire rainbow wing? It usually covers the whole arena in most fights. Let's see, if I stand here, how far does the rainbow ring go? I don't think that quite reaches. I don't know. Oh. That's cool. I like the sparkles. I like the glitter. It usually covers the whole area. I already read that. Tread lightly, brother. This is not the work of bandits. Quiperin's hurts were dealt by the convictors. Oh, that's awful. You were assaulted by the men swore to protect us. This is madness. No, this is Kurthus. The vault led the knights to believe that a party of astrologians would be arriving to aid them in scrying the locations of the Horde's next attack. The level 90 spell is really fancy too, but you gotta see that yourself. Yeah, I gotta purchase. I actually gotta stop being a mooch and purchase the expansions. I know, I'm getting there. They took out their frustration on poor Crimperin when they learned I can foretell the whims of our dragon about as well as I can those of Janiquinard. But no, we must not let this discourage us. If words have no weight with these men, then let our magics do the speaking. Yeah, we gotta heal them. Ooh, white mage. The blood lily. Aspected benefique. Be healed. But you are an astrologian. You can't heal people. That's not what astrologians do. Yes, they do. Upgraded holy looks so good. Upgraded holy. Oh, that's a plant. That reminds me of a forget-me-not. Oh, is that new holy? Or is that glare? Or is glare the upgraded holy? Or is glare upgraded, stone? I don't know. That's Holy 3. Ooh. Holy has levels now. Glare is stone. Yeah, okay. The only reason why I remember that is because of glare mages. What, you need heals? No, I cast glare. I'm doing DPS. Go bug the scholar for heals. And Dia is arrow. Interesting. Benefique. The pain, it's gone. How did you Art of War got an upgrade too? I also know Gravity got an upgrade and it's a lot lamer now. Because instead of one super big like Gravity thing with the like bass boosted sound effect, it's a bunch of little ones and it's not as big and it has a different audio. I like upgraded Gravity, to be honest. Fair. It is very much an opinion thing. I don't know, maybe I just don't like change. Ooh, that does look cool. But it has a different sound effect that I don't like. I like the original, at least I think it has a different sound effect. I don't know, I really couldn't hear it. Apparently I was too far away to hear the sound effect. Room. You. Ice sprite, because you won't actually attack me. The room might attack me if I get too close. Because gravity sounds like this. And that's an awesome sound effect. What is Gravity 2, I think it's called? Yeah, that's not nearly as impressive. I mean, it looks cooler, technically. I don't know why. I thought it was smaller. I guess I'm remembering incorrectly. Like, aesthetically, it looks amazing. I just don't like the sound design of it. Earthly Star. How does this thing even work again? When do I even get this? 62. Earthly Dominance. Under the effect of Earthly Dominance creates a stellar burst. Unaspect damage with a potency of that. Also restores HP and HP of all nearby party members with a cure potency of 540. Earthly Dominance and change to Giant Dominance. Under the effect of creates a stellar explosion as opposed to a stellar burst. Damage goes from 205 to 310. Potency goes from 540 to 720. You place it down, then you wait 10 seconds, then you blow it up within the next 10 seconds. Does it automatically blow up, or do you specifically have to trigger it in order to get the stellar detonation? Also, when does it go on cooldown? Does it go on cooldown as soon as you place it, or does it go on cooldown once it pops? Ooh, Combust 3. It explodes by itself after 20 seconds. Ah. Interesting, interesting. And yeah, it goes on cooldown when you place it. How do you blow it up? Is there a detonate anywhere? Does it turn into the thing? Executing area grants the effect of Earthly Dominance. Executing Stellar Detonation. Stellar Detonation. I don't see... I guess it turns into Stellar Detonation. You just use it again. Ah, okay. So it's like Ninja then, right? Da 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 da. Where is it? Get off the bird, right? Because there's, well, actually no, ninjutsu's different, isn't it? Well, it changes depending on which one you do, right? So if I do this, it actively changes. So it's not exact. I'm thinking of, I think I'm thinking of something that Bard gets eventually. Yeah, like this action change setting. Like Barrage turns into Resonant Arrow somehow. Whatever that does. There's an attack whereby can only be executed while under the effect of Resonant Arrow ready. Yeah, I'm thinking of stuff like this. Okay, interesting. Yeah, or like Dancer when you're dancing. Ah. Da 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 da. Those are at the bottom of the list. Ah. I don't see detonation. Stellar detonation. I see the cards. I see Umbral Draw. I see the Lord and Lady of Crowns. Display mode, switch view. Oh. Okay, this is different. Earthly, it still doesn't have it on Earthly Star. Interesting. Microcosmos, macrocosmos, exaltation, sun sign. Interesting, interesting. I don't want it like this. I want it like that. Big boy is huge. Be healed. Or like, oh, it changes. Actually, it just works like tank stance. I have no idea what this is. Whoa, that's probably the best example. What is this foreign language that I do not recognize? Interesting. Oh, hang on. This should be... Switch to dark and use Royal Guard. Okay, well, I have Dark Knight. Oh! My internet! No, not my internet! No! Come back, internet, please! Pretty please? No. I don't get it. Go to Dark Knight. Okay, fair enough, games. Connected to the Crystal Data Center. Let's go, Crystal Data Center. How long do you think this queue's gonna take? 30 minutes later. Oh, geez, I hope not. Anyway, grit is the ability I meant. Ah, yes, grit. Whoa! That's a different map. Oh, you're orange now. Dark Knight. Grit. Release grit. Interesting. What happens if I... No, not that. Go to... Because that's release Astrologian. Da-da-da-da. Do-do. Stuff is changing. What happens if I go to Paladin? Oh! Oh no! Where is the tank stance? Total Eclipse, no, no, no. Shield Lob, Provoke, Bulwark, nice hot bars, thank you. Hallowed Ground, Circle of Scorn, Shirk, Cover, Prominence. No, no. Where is tank stance? They massacred Super Bolide, not Super Bolide. What is my tank stance? Iron Will. There we go. Release Iron Will. Ah, so it's just release now. Okay. What about Warrior? Did you see what they did to it? Like, they technically buffed it, but Super Bolide. I don't even know what that is. Super Bolide. Because I'm only 58. When the hell did I get to 58? Jeez. Sheltron, Prominence, Bulwark, Hologram, Cover, Goring Blade, Divine. Yeah, I don't even have Clemency. Intervention. Atonement. Holy Sheltron. Where is this Super Bolide that you speak of? Oh, that's Gunbreaker. Okay. That's Gunbreaker's invul, the one that puts you at 1 HP and gives you invulnerability for like 10 seconds. No, I have no idea because I don't have Gunbreaker. Again, I haven't touched this game in like 3 years. Look what it does now. I can't. I don't have the soul. I can't swap to the class. Unless there's a way for me to do it. Actions. Change actions. No, I'm locked into Paladin at the moment. I have no idea what it does. Oh, Super Bolide. Impervious to most attacks. Okay. What does it do? Besides that, how did they buff it? It won't put you below 50% now. Oh. Interesting. So why is that bad? If you're below 50% health, you just get the invuln without losing any health. Can you be healed while it's... Because it's boring. Well, I mean, Paladins is literally just invuln. But at the same... The 1 HP healer jump scare was really fun. Oh, okay. I have a macro that does the following. Oh, what's it do? Well, obviously it procs Super Bolide. And then it probably types something in chat. AC Super Bolide, weight 1, status off Super Bolide. Healers adjust. Oh, that's funny. SE1, SE2, SE3. I have no idea what these SEs mean. So you try typing it and you'll find out. Can I even join a party? I can join a party. Okay, type it out. I'm not gonna do in the novice network. Party. So AC Super Bolide. Oh, it's not a valid action name. You can't invite, but you can be invited. Ah. AC just executes an action. Oh, I can't use it then. because I don't have Super Bolide. Healers adjust SE1, SE2, SE3. I have no idea what these SEs mean. Where are lesser than, greater than? Lesser than, status off removes, oh no! So you pop Super Bolide, immediately get rid of it, and then you tell people to heal you. Oh, that's evil. SE1. SE dot 1 greater than. Ah! Interesting. So what's the difference between SE1, 2, and 3? Is there a difference? Or, oh, actually there is a difference, because SE11 now has a weird noise. How many SEs are? Sound effect. Ah, that's what it means. Okay. The sound they make. Interesting. So, it's generally known as the danger bongos. Danger bongos. SE period 6. I can see why. I think like 18. Ooh. SE period 18. Oh, it didn't do anything. $16. Ah, okay. SE 16. Oh. It's a little noise. What is 17? Is there 17? Ooh, 5. What's 4? Ooh. Nice. SE. What's 2? So what happens if you do multiple in a row? There's a bunch of fun stuff you can do with macros. They stack. Oh, joy. E. Oh, the connection to the server. I got kicked again. Damn you, Final Fantasy! I'm getting distracted. I'm supposed to be doing the Astrologian questline for Heavensward. Why am I sitting here typing in a bunch of stuff into the chat box? Ah! I'm way too easily entertained at times. If you just don't do... Okay, so one thing... Ba-ba-da. Quickly want to see sound effect, period 1. Sound effect, period 2. Sound effect, period 3. I couldn't really tell the difference. That's only a thing during the first few weeks of a new expansion release to combat server congestion. Whoa! That's weird. Control C. Control V. Oh, where are the bongos? I played everything but the bongos. I've got some really stupid text macros. Benefique. Whoa! What are these? Party. It's all gone to shit. Wipe it up. Kupo. Ah. I hate Moogles. I despise Moogles. Wipe it up. It's all gone to shit. That's funny. You might have to make your chat box bigger. Ah! Okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Oh, a different one. Your raid has encountered a critical error and needs to restart. Wipe or blame the tank. That's funny. That's right, the quest line. I need to focus on the quest line. The quest line. Oh, there's another one. I'm not telling Chloe this story. Oh, that's great. My wounds, it's as if they never were. Wait, who's going to believe that I slew a dragon if I haven't the wounds to show for it? I don't know whether to thank you or slit your throat. Though I suppose I wouldn't be able to do either if you hadn't healed me with those queer magics. So this day, I see fit to forgive you. Okay. Jackass. Laviva, I did the healing. Watch out, I think that lady's gonna stab you. Yeah, that's the chick from the very beginning. From the level 30 to 50 quest line. You shouldn't let your guard down that easily, Laviva. Oh yeah, I also have a wonderful mechanics macro from Labyrinth of the Ancients. You stabbed me. Ag. What is wrong, Laviva? Have you tapped too deeply into your mental reserves? Perhaps you should take a moment. No, she got stabbed, you idiot. That blood is not the knight's. No, it isn't. Ah, the loyal lapdog. Without you to state the obvious, where would your master be, pray tell? You! Again! There's also some really stupid quick chat messages. Ooh, unfortunately, I'm in the middle of a cutscene. I can't see them. Whimpering, kick her ass! One might think these markings would betray my identity, but you Aeolians have a singular capacity to look without seeing. I'm amazed you are not constantly wandering into bonfires or off cliffs. Yeah, like it's like super obvious who you are. I have grown weary of this masquerade, and I am done with entrusting my fate to this realm's blundering mercenaries. My name is Selly, and I am here to take the Lady Laviva into custody so that she can be transported back to Charlayan and tried for her crimes. The crime of playing Magic the Gathering. I don't know about that one, Chief. Taken into custody? On whose authority? On my authority, obviously. You are here without permission of the Forum, performing acts which amount to treason. Your grandfather has already been detained and questioned, not the old man! I'm giving you the opportunity to turn yourself in and put an end to this farce once and for all. Do as I say and no one will be harmed. Yourself included, Lady Laviva. But Lady Laviva, I thought you and your grandfather were dispatched on an official expedition. I think she lied. It seems that Laviva has not told you everything. Did you know that it was her father who was killed nearly 15 summers past? 15 summers past, Janiquinard. Your adventurer friend seems already to have put two and two together. Why he didn't tell you earlier, I cannot fathom. What else are they leaving you out of, Janiquinard de Durandare? Who knows? But silence! Magic! This is my final warning. When you see me again, you will either give yourself up or you will die at my blade. Think on that, Laviva. Before I stab you again. And I'm gonna run into the blizzard! Where there are dragons. This is an excellent idea. Brother! Lady Laviva's wound is deep. I do not believe I can heal it on my own. Lend me your aid! Oh yeah, get a cast. Aspected Benefique. For the 6th time in a row. Joy! Oh, new one. You, Comet Behemoth, Grarg. I seem to have misplaced my keyboard. Oh, goodbye, Bert. It's already been half an hour already. Damn, I am getting distracted way too easily. I don't know what's worse. The fact that my mind immediately went to Monster Hunter World, or I was confused on which behemoth this one was supposed to be. It's one of those. Huh. Interesting. It's King Behemoth in the ARR Alliance raid. Ah, I fought this guy. I don't remember this part of the battle, though. But realistically, it's every single behemoth in the game. Ah, okay. That's right. Have a heal. You drop some comets, then cast Ecliptic Meteor, and you gotta hide behind the comets. Ah, it's just like Monster Hunter World, then. Thank you, my friends, for someone who claims she was hired to bring me back to Charlayan. Her aim was quite true. Now, she was just trying to kill you. Lady Leviva, the silly claim that you are not here with the blessings of the Forum. Is this so? What did you not see fit? Why did you not see fit to mention this? Pretty much every behemoth in the game has this mechanic. I wonder why. In fact, there's Kaiser Behemoth, which is an S rank literally in this zone. That does this exact same thing. Oh, that's cool. Where does he spawn? My grandfather knew the Forum would never allow us to come to Ishgard, and that their contemplation over the matter was merely a tactic to stall and discourage us. The stars had spoken to my grandfather that he had to get rid of the stupid pebble, and he was not about to turn a deaf ear to them. I kept silent because I did not wish to let the petty politicking of men thousands of moms to the north stand in the way of my grandfather getting rid of his stupid little pebble to this idiot over here, who is the Warrior of Light or something like that. I don't know, it's pretty much a day job. I'm pretty much just moonlighting as the Warrior of Light. My actual passion is goldsmithing. Our dream to spread the word of Charlanian astrology. Yeah, sure, if you say so, lady. Random. In this case, you need to get a random one of the spawn location with a behemoth. Their minion summoned while his spawn timer is up. Wait, what? Where does he spawn? Random. In this case, you need to get to a random one of the spawn location with a behemoth air minion summoned while his spawn timer is up. That's the name of the minion. So we need to find a behemoth air, and then maybe we get a Kaiser behemoth. Am I understanding that right? I think so. And such was my father's dream until he was killed for it by close-minded peasants. Behemoth Air is a minion you can buy from Heaven's War Hunts. Ah. Oh, so you need to have the minion go to the location, which is random. However, there's probably like several fixed locations. So you have to bring this little goober to each of these locations to see if the Kaiser behemoth spawns. And even then, you have to, it has to be during the timer he can even spawn. Behemoth Air is a minion you buy from Heaven Wars Hunts. It's very cute. It just looks like a little pig. Well, bat pig, I guess. And yeah, exactly. Okay. Why does a baby behemoth look like a pig? The last time I checked, a behemoth was like this big, like, lion bear thing. Why does a baby look like a pig? Maybe it's just a Poogie in disguise. And such, I already read this. You tell me, just look at it. But Rufin never spoke once spoke ill of those he wished to enlighten, even at his end. How do you know my father's name? Because he was my friend. Your father and I became close friends when I was in Charlian. When the Exodus forced me to return home, he asked if he could accompany me, saying that he wished to try and convince those who once believed in the star's power to look to the skies again, and we did for several moons. It's supposed to be a purple piggy with horns, but they looked more like bat ears. My countrymen were deeply skeptical and slow to warm to the idea of heathen magics. Some were even rude, but he never gave up on them, right up until he was assassinated. He's also wearing a sweater for whatever reason. Huh. Well, you know, if you're going to be an heir to all of Behemoth, you need to be cozy. I was there during your father's last moments. I heard a commotion come from his room late one night and went in to check, only to find him bleeding and slumped over his diary, which he was writing when he was attacked. With his last strength, he handed me the diary and asked that I do not blame my people and that I continue our work. I believe this belongs with you now. Book. Also polygons. I do not know if I can forgive those who killed my father. I do not expect you to forgive us yet, but knowing that he did, even at the moment of his death, perhaps will help you one day understand. You have always reminded me of Rufin, even before I knew he was your father. Your passion for your discipline equals his own, or may even exceed it. Oh, nice, you can count the pixels on that one. Yeah, right? Father, did you know what fate awaited you in this realm? Did you see all this? The stars have you merely paved the way for me. Man, I really forgot how fucking awesome this questline is. That if they did, then I shall not allow anyone to stand in your way. That's right, Cripperin. You are right, good man, and so I shall allow this breach of etiquette. But if you fail to address Lady Levere properly again, I'll have you spit shining the privy back at Durandare Manor. Oh, leave him be, Janiquinard. Without Crimpering here, I have been tied up and shipped back to the old world moons ago. The stars have him here with me. He is not going anywhere, and neither am I. I am done with symposiums. That is not what my father wanted. He came here not to speak of astrology, he came here to use it. And so that is what I shall do. There are still many convictors who can benefit from these magics. And what a better way to convince people of our greatness than by ensuring they remain alive long enough to sing your praises. Exactly. The best press is good press. Word of mouth is the best form of advertisement. Jan, will you tell me of my father? Of course. They also finally added Shadowbringer stuff for Blue Mage, and it's insane. Oh no. I would be delighted, my lady. Unless, that is, you mean now, as I have a prior engagement with a pair of lovely baronesses from House Dismail, and I would not wish to keep them waiting. Ah, yes, that's right, you're a womanizer. See you later, Janiquinard. Oh my goodness! Look at you! I can't go into first person. That's not a sweater, that's a mantle. Oh, that's cool. Also home to toggle first person. / home. The command home does not exist. But yeah, that's cool. It's a mantle. That's amazing. No, oh. I have a Windows key. I have escape. Home. Home. That's the button next to delete. You mean backspace? Ah. Gotcha. Why is it purple? But that's cool. It has a mantle. That's interesting. Not exactly sure why it's prancing. You wouldn't exactly expect like an apex predator of untold magical might to prance. Interesting. But you know what? The developers know what they're doing. They know the lore better than me. I also can't wait to see Beastmaster. Is that a new class? Beastmaster. That has to be a new class. If so, cool. No idea what it's going to be about, though. Blue Mage! Ethernet. Ethernet. Oh yeah, by the way, what exactly did they add for Blue Mage in Endwalker Shadowbringer? Yes, it's a new limited class like Blue Mage coming in Dawn Trail. And I imagine it's like a Pokemon. Oh! So it's another meme class. Gotcha. Interesting. Can you explode? I know they have self-destruct. Blue Mage spells from Shadowbringer enemies, dungeons, and raids, like this one. Oh, that's cool. You literally get a Kamehameha. A Kamehameha. There's faces in it. What is that spell even called? What does it do? Bubble! That had a little teddy bear in it. I have no idea what any of these do. XP bonus, receiving a Mentor New Adventurer Returner Party bonus. Nice. It's a bit underwhelming, to be honest. I mean, it's cool. I just don't know what it does. It's a 140 dot while you're channeling it. Earthly Star! So you can't move while you're using it. A 140 dot. Wow. That's a bit... That's a little bit more than 2 combusts. Huh. That's interesting. That is underwhelming. Wow, that sucks. Janiquinard! Well, it's a dot, so it ticks 140 damage every tick. Yeah, but isn't it a tick every 3 server seconds? Isn't that what a tick is? But it's still a lot less than you do when you just cast spells. Yeah, because if it's like, I think it depends on the spell. Ah, okay. That's interesting. I guess you'd actually have to like use it and count every damage increment, right? Because like a very quick way to figure it out is to cast Combust or any of the Bard dots. So Poison Arrow or Wind Bite. For example, one of the spells from Stormblood is a dot that ticks every 0.7 seconds for 5 seconds. I guess it does depend on the spell then. Ah, okay. To think that my old friend Rufin may have seen what grim fate awaited him in Ishgard, but chose to come anyway, knowing that it would inspire both me and his dart. Whoa. Oh, that's the Titania spell. Thing. It does something. That would inspire both me and his daughter. Gods. Sometimes these celestial machinations are simply too grand in scope to grasp. However, if it is as we believe, then we must, as Cooper so bluntly stated, make sure that not disrupt us on our path to that fate. Perhaps it is time I reveal to you a more powerful form of Malefic, so that you might be better prepared for the trials that are to follow. Ah, that furrow upon your brow suggests that you could have used this spell earlier in your training. In retrospect, I would be inclined to agree. Ha ha! Fuck you, Janiquinard. Whoa! Malefic 2! Okay, so this was about the Titania. Whoa! Divinations of Astrologian's past echo deep within your mind. Fantastic. So Malefique, 150. Base Malefic is better than the laser. Ah! Malefic 2, 160. 150, 160. That was not worth the upgrade. I want a refund. Give me a better spell. That was not worth an entire thing. Well, technically, it was just a trait. That's not worth a trait. You get Fall Malefic later. Yeah, I believe that's Shadowbringers. Malefic Mastery 3. Malefic 3 to Malefic 4. Malefic 4 to Fall Malefic. Malefique. Malefique. I know some people pronounce it Malefic. I like to pronounce it Malefique because it is benefique. It's French. That's potency 250. You see, that's good. Well, actually, no, it's not good because that's technically Malefique 5. Oh my goodness, that's such low increments. Feather in the cap. And I shall call it macaroni. I'm happy to report that Laviva is fine and well and hasn't been attacked by bandits, dastards, curs, Charlean spies, or disgruntled knights once since her last encounter at the Convictory. Did you know that dastards is an actual word that is not a censored form of bastard? Well, yes, but also no. Malefique and benefique. Yeah, well, it would be that, but it's not exactly French, right? Not exactly. Since at level 40, you get Maim and Mend that increases all damage and healing dealt by 30%. How does that work with the... What is it? I'm trying to think of the word. Doesn't show up in your potency. Yeah, I know it doesn't show up in my potency. I'm trying to think of what that term is. Formula, that's what it is. So how does that formula work with the potency? Does it decide what damage you would do and then increase it by 30%? Or is the 30% plugged in already into the formula and then it's the total damage? As far as I can tell, yes. For what? The first one or the second one? Like, the game decides all of the stuff. Yeah. That's not helpful. How do crits work? So, I know. You're welcome. Thank you. So how does crit work? How does a direct hit work? How would a direct critical hit with Maim and Mend work for the formula? I'm getting into the domain of math. I sucked at math. I'm not entertaining this. Encounter at the Convictory. After restoring health to all the convictors so they might return to getting wounded again. Also, I was going on about how dastard is an actual word that means coward. Or dishonorable, right? That's what it means when you call someone a dastard. You're declaring that they don't have any honor, as opposed to a bastard who just doesn't, whose parents aren't married. They're an illegitimate child. That's the difference, by the way. After restoring health to all the convictors so they might return to getting wounded again, she journeyed northwest into the Dravidian forelands. If that journey was without incident, she should be in Tailfeather now, tending to the chocobo hunters there. Might I suggest that we go and join her, brother? I mean, it doesn't matter if you increase by crit % first and then by 30% or the other way around. I mean, yeah. How much damage does a direct hit do? What does a direct hit even do? Direct hit rate. Affects the rate at which your physical and magical attacks land direct hits, dealing slightly more damage than normal hits.
The higher the value, the higher the frequency with which your hits will be direct. Higher values will also result in greater damage for actions which guarantee direct hits. That depends on your set. So what? Is this like technically slightly more damage? So like instead of like a potency of 150, it will treat it like a potency of 151? Maybe 152 if you have enough of it? Interesting. Teleport! Tail feather! Go! Dravania? Tail feather. Feather in the cap because you're in tail feather. Ha! It's a pun. You're not funny, game. I despise you, even if you are one of my more favorite video games. This does not excuse you to be using puns. They are an inferior form of humor. Leviva! Fail tether. Yes, exactly. Brother! It is good to see you again. I pray you have not been neglecting your training. That is exactly what I have been doing. Now, you may be wondering why I chose Tailfeather of all places to visit next. Well, the truth of the matter is, I didn't choose it at all. It chose me. The hunters here somehow heard of what we have done at the Convictory and placed a formal request to have me come and tend to the hamlet's wounded. Gunbreaker. I would like to believe this proof that word of the benefits of Charlatan astrology is slowly but surely spreading through the realm. Ah, but enough talk. There's still many ailing souls that require succor. Would you and Janiquinard mind assisting me again as you did in the Western Highlands? Sure. So I have the Gunbreaker Endwalker relic, so I had to build a glamour around it. Oh, what's the relic? Ooh. Oh! It's a Halo laser sword! But not exactly, because you're holding it wrong. That's still it's pink. It's blue. It's a keyboard. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why, but for some reason, I feel like the Realm Reborn weapons, relic weapons, and armor are like the best ones. And I can't know why. Like, Bard, I don't have it glamored at the moment, but I would totally be rocking the glamored... Ooh, that's a nice bow. I'd be rocking the Realm Reborn Bard armor. Yeah, this... no. No, not that either. I think it's already in the thing. What are my weapons? But yeah, the Artemis bow. This is peak. Granted, it's just the Atma bow. I haven't done the entire quest line for it yet. What's this one? Examine. Didacio's compound bow prime Yoichi bow Zeus. Oh, Yoichi bow Zeta. I'm guessing that's the Stormblood bow. Most of my relics are Heaven's Ward. That's the ARR. No, this is the ARR relic. Isn't it? It's the Artemis bow. It's the finished around. Oh, the Artemis bow turns into this. Aww. Are you Yoichi bow Zeta. Huh. What, wouldn't this become the Artemis bow Zeta instead of the Yoichi bow? I'm confused. I really hope this stays. I don't want this to change. This bow is peak. Even if it is slightly weird. I do need to get around to fixing it, but I think I need to do coils to get it. Nah, it would become the Artemis bow Zenith and then on to the next step. What's the next step for Zenith? For the Artemis bow. I love the Heavensward one for Paladin and Warrior, though. After Zenith, there's a new weapon. Ah, okay, so I have... Da-da-da-da. Artemis bow. No, don't put it away, draw it. So I have... there's the Artemis bow. Then there's the Artemis bow Atma. And then it's Artemis bow Zenith. Am I getting that correctly? I love how small the Heavensward axe is. All the other axes are way too chunky for my character. I think so. Been a while. Why? What's the? Oh, yeah, that is a very good axe for a Makote, isn't it? Or a female Aura. Yeah, that is a nice axe. Nice. Is that the Zenith or is that Ferocity? Minos. I'm guessing Minos is the what you call it, the glamour. So do you not have Minos Zenith? One step before finishing, which would be Minos Lux. Ah, okay. Gotcha. How do you finish it? Has an orange glow, and I don't like it. Ah, gotcha. If it had an orange glow, you'd probably have to, like, completely redo it. You'd be more gold than silver, right? Oh my goodness, you're Link. It's the Master Sword! Same with the Paladin weapons. Yeah, I want the Master Sword. I don't want no orange sword. I have a proper Link glamour, too. Is that what this is? Is this the proper Link glamour, or is this different? Does Link have a hat like that? Yeah, he does. It just doesn't have the frill and the pom-pom. Ah, that's great. Ah, that's fantastic. It's the closest one I could find. Well, if I'm remembering correctly, it's kind of like a green cap. And I think, let's see. Yes, you can in fact wear, yeah, because it's all classes. You can wear, I know for a fact there are like actual caps that you can wear. From the disciples of the hand and disciples of the land that look very similar to the cap that Link has. I believe I actually log the crafting log. Where is it? Crafting log. Clothwork. Da-da-da-da. Felt? No. Where is it? It's like Green Beret, no. Yeah, these things, the wedge caps, I think. It didn't require linen, it required something else. Undyed linen, linen yarn. No, it required like some silk of some sort. Velveteen, that's what it is. It was the velveteen hat. Where is it? Where is it? The other option would be a nightcap, and it looks stupid. Oh yeah, also, the Garo weapon for monk is amazing. It looks like a dunce cap. I'm not gonna use that. No, that's the Velveteen Sugarloaf hat. I'm not talking about that one. It's a different one. Oh, I have it on my female Aura on a different thing. I think it's this. Not exactly this, though. Yeah, I want to say it's the wedge caps. But I could have sworn it was made of velveteen. Try on. Kinda. Not really. Because it's more it. Hang on, what does Link's hat even look like? I am confusion at the moment. Hang on. Link. Legend of Zelda. Da 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 da. Okay, it kind of looks. Yeah, it is very similar to a Santa Claus hat. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it's a Santa Claus hat, but without the pom-pom. Injured, huh? Well, I mean, it looks like a dunce cap because it's white, right? If you were to dye it green, it should. I dyed them skin color so they just look like a tattoo. I love these fists. Oh. I can't have weapon. Ah. So that's how people. What happens if they're not that color though? Like do they? Oh, is that what they are? Those right there. Ah, yeah, I can barely see gloves on. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. Heal. Ah, an honest healer. Heal and tear feather. Now I have seen everything. Yeah, right? I must wear my super mega, well, it's actually a beach mask. I actually have the glamour on. I have the, there's also a glitch that has been around for years. Wait. Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of something else. If you were to glamour it to look like the Emperor's New Fists, you wouldn't have the tattoos, would you? No, they would look completely different. So, apparently there is a glitch where if you... Oh! You have done the glitch. If you sit down very shortly after pulling out your weapons, you can keep the glow. Interesting. That's neat. That's cool. Oh, I love glitches like that. I must heal more people. Go, bird, go. Looks really stupid for some weapons. Yeah, I bet. Praise the 12, I'm healed. Wait, what's the sit button again? No, not that one. Not that one. Not this one. Definitely not that one. Like the Heavensward Astrologian relic. What is the Astrologian? How do I sit? No, 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 no. There's a keybind somewhere. Wait, no, it's an emote. It's an emote, yeah. Emotes. General. I'm looking for a gray one. Eat egg. Fantastic. Eat pumpkin cookie. Where is it? Egg. Yeah, I got this from the Easter event, like super way back when I just first started streaming this game. I want to say that was when Shadowbringers was still the eat one. What was the newest thing. Heavensward Ash Relic is probably my favorite relic of them all. Oh, what does it look like? Is it this? Is that it? Is pink. Examine. Canopus Lux. Canopus, huh? Interesting. Can I interest you in a pumpkin cookie in these trying times? Very good. Tastes like pumpkin. I need to heal more people. I'm getting distracted again. It's nothing but distractions. Distraction after distraction after distraction. I don't know who you are, but you're good in my book. I'd rather it taste like cookie, to be honest. Well, I mean, it's a pumpkin cookie. It's a cookie that tastes like pumpkin. That's like saying I want pumpkin pie to taste like pie. It's got to taste like pumpkin. Or like chocolate cake to taste like cake. I mean, yeah. You'd want it to... well, that would be more of a mouthfeel thing. Does chocolate cake not taste like cake? No, it tastes like cake, but it also tastes like chocolate. That's what makes it chocolate cake. So the same thing with this pumpkin cookie. Yeah, it's a cookie, but it tastes like pumpkin. That's why it's a pumpkin cookie. That, or it's a pumpkin cookie because it looks like a pumpkin. But is the taste of chocolate cake not a taste of cake? No, it's a taste of chocolate. Cake is the mouthfeel. Cake is spongy. It's airy. It has a certain texture to it that's different from other confections. Mostly because of the leavening agents that you use in it and the chemical reaction that causes from the release of the carbon dioxide from said leavening agents, like baking soda. So kinda, but no. It's the flavor that you add to the cake. Takes me back to AZF2. I got you this pie. What flavor is it? Pie flavor. These men and women have chosen a horrendously dangerous profession. A chocobo's talons can rip open flesh to the bone, and a single kick can knock an otherwise hale hunter out for a sennight. If he survives it, dude, they're actually just cassowaries. Many of them seem surprised. Grateful, of course, but surprised that we were here helping them. Does the hamlet not have its own healers? Do the temple knights not dispatch their hospitaliers this far from Ishgard? No, they don't. They're killing dragons. The Holy See only cares for the war with the dragons. It cannot be bothered with a handful of hunters, but despite the fact that these hunters aren't citizens. I was told on my arrival that they manage with makeshift poultices created using herbs gathered from around the hamlet. When the wounds are more severe, they turn to their sole barber who, well, is also the local butcher. I'm sorry. My frustration with the situation, coupled with the day's efforts, have me slightly drained. Might I be allowed a few moments of respite? Of course. I just thought about a really stupid cosplay I should make. Tell me more. What is it? Have you ever seen... I actually have the movie. Yes. I've watched it. It's very silly and very British. I'm gonna make a Tim cosplay. I don't remember who that is because I haven't watched the movie in years. Wait. The wizard dude. Oh, yeah. That's the most... Look at the bones! And the run around and all I do is this. You may call me Tim. And the run around and all I do is the explosion. Oh, is that the guy who's like telling them to like solve riddles at the ladder, and if you don't answer the riddle, you explode? Yes. Oh, fantastic. I'm thinking of the goat dude who's warning them about the bunny. Oh no, that's not the one. Oh, then who is it? Yeah, that's the one. Oh, the goat dude that's running around and warns them about the bunny. That's Tim. At least I think that's it. The wizard who, in his introduction, just throws around fireballs everywhere. Yeah, that's Tim. Okay. Yeah. And then he appears, and he's just like, I must warn you about this stuff. Brother Malad, bring forth the holy hand grenade. They turn on, I already read this. Crimperain, brother, would you be so kind as to accompany the lady on her stroll? It's been far too long since that Charlene assassin showed her face, and a reading I conducted earlier this morning showed a day rife with conflict and confusion. I've seen that movie too many times, and it's still good. I think it's one of the movies of all time. It's not bad, but I also wouldn't like... It's not exactly on my list of movies you have to watch. Movies on my list that you have to watch. The Polar Express. And all we do is knee. The knights who say knee. We must bring you a shrubbery. Duty calls. Commence battle for feather and a cap. Ooh, combat. But yeah, the Polar Express, the SpongeBob movie, because that was peak SpongeBob before it went to shit. What else? What else do I have on my bucket list of movies? The Lord of the Rings trilogy. When I was young, I could not understand it at all. It bored me out of my mind. I was so confused. But now that I'm actually old enough, the Lord of the Rings trilogy, director's cut, is peak cinema. I don't care what anyone says. Holy Grail is good but optional. Yes. Requires a special sort of humor. Yeah, it's very dry. It's very British. I'm glad you came, brother. There's something important I must tell you. Yeah, my voice is dying because I'm not used to talking this much when I'm streaming. Ah. Water. It's good for your bones. There's something important I must tell you. Since Unicorn gave me my father's journal, I've spent my nights poring over his writings, trying to piece together what I could about his life. It appears he was hardworking and just. He trusted all and truly wanted to help people in need. Why is she a witch? She turned me into a newt. Well, it got better. Oh, we must tell her that she is a witch. Witches are made of wood. And as we know, wood floats upon water. So, if she floats, she's a witch! He believed that knowledge should not be hoarded like food, but shared amongst the intellectually starved. He also knew that there were those who would see him stopped, persons who used their influence to trick and frighten the foreman into believing that knowledge should be kept at one's breast, persons who saw my father as a threat. His final few entries all speak of how he feared for his life, of how one man particularly was working to see him dead. That man's name... It puts her on a scale with a duck. Oh yeah, and she's lighter than a duck. And seeing that she's lighter than a duck, she's made of wood, and that makes her a witch. Is not important, for in the end it turned out your father was killed by the very people he was foolish enough to trust. People who, in their slaying of a good man, proved that they were unworthy of the knowledge he so freely offered them. And now, here you are, making the same mistake as he. Continue with this foolishness, and you too will suffer his fate. I even made my provoke macro a Holy Grail reference. What was what is it? I'm curious on what the provoke is for the Holy Grail reference. I want to know. Well, 2 of them. Your mother was a hamster, your father smelt of elderberry. I fought in your general direction. I do not dare talk of my father as if you knew him. You know nothing. Your mind is as closed as the minds of those back in the old world who believe that hiding in their books will shield them from the pain and suffering of the real world. Such passion. It is a pity it remains misdirected. My employer only wishes to see you back safe in Charlian. The Forum recognizes your talent. You are an asset to our nation and its people. We would have you live a long and prosperous life. Oh, excuse me, so that you may rise even higher than your father ever had the opportunity to. Ah, but we both know you are far too stubborn to take this gift so graciously offered. You would rather fight. And you know, so would I. No more games, Laviva. Let us end this right here, right now, with your precious stars as our witness. And it's just exactly my kind of humor. Fantastic. Spare no one, not even the girl. You shall not be suffered to live. Oh, where are you going? You know, this is the reason. Woo! Oh. Do-do-do. 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 Wait out, gravity! Ah! Yes! I need to watch Monty Python's Flying Circus at some point. I haven't heard that one. Oh no, there's more goobers. Like, I know Monty Python used to be a TV show. Oh, select guy. Nope, select guy. Yes, help us, art people over there, because we healed you. Thank you, people from Tailfeather. Combust! I completely forgot that I have this. It's just a bunch of short skits. That's a TV show. Ah! Alrighty. So the TV show is Monty Python's Flying Circus. The most famous one is probably one with the broken parrot at the pet store. No, the most famous one is the Spanish Inquisition. Surprise! No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. Our most important weapon is surprise. Surprise and something else. Our two most powerful weapons. At least I think it's something like that. No, I dropped my dot. I combust. No. How am I ever going to get world first in the Endwalker raids, Dawn Shredder raids? I won't. Not if I keep dropping my dots. Well, yeah. Yeah, Spanish Inquisition. Hell yeah. Are you all right? I heard the commotion came as quickly as I could. You're very slow to move, Janique Renard. You know that? Not as quickly as these four. You remember, the hunters so gravely wounded not less than a bell ago. If memory serves me, they could barely lift a finger, let alone rush headlong into a heated battle and help turn the tide. Ah, don't be too hard on the silk shirt. Turns out we didn't need his help any road. Who'd have thought it, eh? Real live fighting Astrologians. Now I truly have seen everything. Bye. Thanks for helping. Laviva! I dare say, those men would not have risked their lives had they little respect for us and our craft. You are right. Our actions here have done more to promote Charlene astrology than any long-winded discourse. Why? I expect this very night the tale of your daring deeds will be told 100 times over in mead halls across the Forelands. Yeah! We're finally making headway! Which means it will not be long before the form has heard as well. We Charlians may have officially abandoned this realm, but our ears remain. If the one who hired Seely is who I think it is, then I expect not less than a formal edict of extraditions to be issued. Ugh. An edict of extradition? But Charlian has no power to force Ishgard to deliver you into their hands. And never underestimate the power of politicking, my friend. Furthermore, what exactly is it that you have done wrong but allowed others to partake in your great nation's bottomless well of knowledge, as I did more than 15 summers ago when I studied in her halls? Because they don't like to share. Things changed after you left, Janique Renard. Many even believe it was my father's death that tipped the scales in favor of closing Charlene's doors and locking away all our knowledge. If the Forum deems it so, I could be arrested and imprisoned for theft of national resources. But I see no reason why your Holy See, who has already shown its disdain for our efforts, would stand in its way. So what do we do? Your grandfather, your father, they have given up so much to see you here. We cannot just concede defeat now that we have finally begun to make headway. I never said we would, Jan. I have no intention of giving up or giving in. Doing so would be to deny the sacrifices made by my father and grandfather. The stars have shown me the path I must take. There is no other. And it begins back at Tailfeather, healing those who aided us. I will see the two of you in Ishgard once I've settled matters here. Crimperin, will I see I arrive unharmed? Oh, Crimperin will see I arrive unharmed. Okay. See you later, Lviva. See you later, Jan. Speak with Draniquinard in Ishgard. I shall go to Ishgard. Jan. Lady Lviva still has not returned from Tailfeather. Oh, but do not worry. I have had word that she simply intends to stay a few turns of the sun longer. What we should be worrying about, however, is the Forum and their pending decision on our companion's extradition. If an official edict is drafted, I fear we may find ourselves at the mercy of the Vault. And if that were to happen, there will be little we can do to keep Lviva here, short of starting a war. If only we had more time. So, nighty. Oh, good night, Guardy. I hope you enjoyed your time during this stream. Have a nice night. Dream of cinnamon rolls and pastries. Speaking of which, I need to figure out. I did. Fun to see you again. Yeah, nice to. English is hard, even though it's my first language. Thank you for stopping by. I hope to see you again soon. Have a nice night. If only we had more time. Happy face. Nighty night, Guardy. When I was studying Australian, I heard whispers of an ancient astromantic spell which could stop time and the very movements of the heavens. All of my professors denied its existence, of course. Yeah, it's called Limit Break 3. Do-do-do-do-do. Hello? Oh. Da-da-da. And I will be right back because I need to take a break for a minute. Do-do-do-do-do. Stuff. Work. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I will be right back. No! Not the connection. The connection was lost. Anyway, I'm back. Back from the break. I had an apple and some peanut butter. Hopefully that's gonna help with my voice. Now to just wait to get back into the game so that we can continue the quest line. Finish this up, wrap this up, now we can go have dinner. Nice fit. I mean, I wouldn't choose that hat, but that's actually that's a nice body armor to use. Oh, collective unconscious. Oh, yep, that's right. I can now pause this because now we are back in the game. Word of Lady Lviva's charity has begun spreading, my friend. I have attended more than one luncheon where it was positively dripping off the tongues of all the good lords and ladies. And the knights. Oh, the knights! They have started rumbling about white magics that not only heal the wounded, but also enhance the strength of the healthy are not being employed to save the lives of those on the front lines. Needless to say, the Vault is not amused. The plan to have us fade into obscurity has rebounded upon them, and now they are scrambling to twist this situation to their advantage. Listen, brother! The Vault would have us officially attend an operation currently underway in the Western Highlands village of Hemlock. The settlement was abandoned after the calamity, and has since been overrun with beasts of all manner. The Holy See seeks to reclaim it, and my uncle, the Count, has generously volunteered his knights to clear the area for any remaining threats. It is win-win for the Vault. The operation is small enough and far enough away from the capital that even if it is a success, no one will pay it half a mind, but the Vault will be able to say that they answered the pleas of the knights. If, for any reason, the operation were to fail, then the Vault would be able to attribute the failure to the Astrologian presence and turn the high houses against Lady Laviva. I spoke with the lady about this, but she said she was not interested in the politics of the situation, only that it was her duty to aid people in need. We should speak with her, and soon. Let us make haste to Hemlock. Okay, Janiquinard. You are here to help with the operation. Word has it that the battle had taken a turn for the worse. Enter Hemlock, yes. Oh, it literally just got me to the other side of the... okay. Hello. We severely underestimated the strength of our enemies, and now my men and women find themselves overwhelmed. The tight wedges we had at the day's onset have all degraded into small knots of fighting, and the number of wounded is growing faster than our chaplains can heal them. Thank the Fury you arrived when you did. Don't mention it. I mean, just gotta heal people, right? Magnifique. Where am I? Where is my company? I must return to them. Okay, friends. See you later. Oh, be healed. I shan't forget this, Astrologian. I am forever in your debt. Yeah, don't mention it, guy. Oh. Doo-doo-doo. Dang it. Malefic 2! It allows me to deal more damage than I am used to. Oop. Slide casting. Ho ho ha! Draw more cards. See you later, friend. Be healed. You have my thanks, but there must still be many who require succor. I heard a woman scream beyond this very boulder not moments before you arrived. Oh, my friends are getting killed again. Joy. Bird, get your fluffy butt out here. Ah, chocolate. Delicious. I am well fed. Oh, wrong button. Help the friends. Oh, you guys can't handle a couple of dragons. I have to do everything around here. Book. A guy who has a book, who's standing above the book. He has the book. That's not yours. What have we here? Sylvester? You who vowed to never set foot in this barbarian land again? Unless... Clever girl. Yes, it was I who hired Silly to bring you back to Charlian. And if you had come back with us quietly, you would be free right now, rather than a wanted criminal facing a trial, imprisonment, even execution, depending on what you have told these tamed savages of yours. Yes, my dear. I offered you a chance and you foolishly refused it. The edict has been issued, and I am here to collect you. But I must place some of the blame for that on our friend Celie. Had she not insisted on playing games, perhaps you would have displayed reason back in the Black Shroud. Instead, she merely added fuel to a fire already hot with your inherent stubbornness. And now I am forced to make the journey to this filthy realm to clean up her mess. And I suppose that starts with these companions of yours. Yes, quite. I'm very posh. Brother, take Janique Renard and leave. Right now. Neither of you are ready for magics of the variety he wields. I'm the warrior of light. I can literally just take out a sword and poke him. But what of you, my lady? Who knows? I am going to reclaim my father's journal. Brave. Your father was brave. Your father is also dead. Lady Leveva, no! Knights! I don't understand Celie's frustration. This realm is truly overrun with vermin. How we suffered here for so long, I will never know. Very well, Leveva, you leave me no choice. You may already know we have questioned Mace regarding your unauthorized passage into Eorzea, and what you may not know is that we still hold him in the dark cells. Just as a precautionary measure, of course. We would not want to see him flee again before the trial. Now, your grandfather is not as spry as he used to be, and I am uncertain how long the sanity of a man of his age will last in complete darkness. Though the longer you delay, the closer we come to finding out. Wow, you're a bastard. If you wish to see your grandfather released, you will come to the abandoned city in the Dravanian hinterlands. There, my airship will be waiting to take you back to the old world where you will be tried. Fairly, of course. I suppose you could run, but know that doing so would have grave consequences for your grandfather. And possibly your mother as well. And we would still eventually find you. He's casting return! Wait! My father's diary! Too slow. You may still be close. Wait here! We must go and search for him. What the book? That was the only memento she has of her dad. Lady Leveva, who was that? I have the strangest feeling I know him from somewhere. Sylvester, leader of the Bibliothics, a powerful group of conservative fundamentalists who seek to control the whole of Charlene's knowledge. They believe that our people should not become involved in history, only be witness to it, then analyze it until all the lives lived and lost are but numbers on a page. Excuse me. You may remember Sylvester Janique Renard, because he is the selfsame man who has pushed for old Charlene to batten its doors, and has used my father's death as his rallying cry. Now I am certain that he had my father killed. Near the end of my father's diary, he mentions being contacted by a young Sylvester, who happened to be an older classmate of his when they were both at the Studium. Sylvester, looking to make a name for himself as a politician, warned my father against continuing to disseminate knowledge of Charlene astrology in Eorzea. A warning my father, of course, did not heed. Soon after, several attempts were made upon my father's life. When he subsequently looked into the matter, he discovered that there was a price on his head, and that Sylvester had put it there. I discovered a contract signed by the wretch folded in my father's journal. He had planned on revealing it to the forum on his return, but he never had the chance. Janique Renard, my father gave you that journal before he died. But you never once opened it. I did not think it was mine to read. But what you say? If it is true, we must get that diary back. Come! It seems the fighting has died down. Let us report to the captain of the knights, then return to Ishgar to see that we may plan our next move. Okay. Hey, dude, we're done fighting the dragons. You haven't seen this guy, have you? Any lives were saved because of you. If this is what we can expect from Astrologian astrology, I see no reason why we shouldn't have knights trained in the field. I will recommend this to the Lord Commander. I suspect he will be pleased to see the day won with so few casualties. If you require our services again, you need only ask. Come, brother, let us hasten back to Ishgard. Okay, back to Ishgard we go. And a new spell discovered. Yo, Jan, how's it going? Hey, Laviva, how you doing? Moments ago, we received a missive from the commander of my father's guard. He thanked us again for assistance in Hemlock and has formally requested that Lady Laviva train several of his knights in Charlie in astrology. The vault, however, remains silent, and I believe this silence to be calculated. If the edict issued for Lady Laviva's extradition has arrived, they need only turn a blind eye to Sylvester's actions until he has spirited the lady from the realm. And people simply forget she was ever here. But we are not going to let that happen, are we, my lady? I am sorry, Janiquinard, but I no longer see how we cannot. Sylvester has my grandfather. He has threatened to take my mother, and he now has the one thing that could have saved them both. My father's journal. No, Janiquinard, I cannot deny my fate any longer. I've done several readings since our return, and everyone is the same. Deceit, manipulation, submission. My path is clear. You, however, can carry on. Sylvester has no authority over you. Or you, brother. See that my father's dream is fulfilled. Promise me that much. I shall promise you that and more, my lady. Crimperin and I will see you to the place of meeting and do whatever possible to make certain that this Sylvester keeps his word. You know that by attending me, you put yourself in danger. He has shown he will not hesitate to kill anyone who stands in his way. Now that he knows I know of his involvement in my father's death. But still, you would stand by my side in my last moments in Eorzea. I do not deserve friends such as you. Ah, it's okay. Brother, ether is the building block of all that surrounds us, meaning that everything is connected. Someone closely attuned with that ether can, in a sense, link themselves with others, feeling their joy, feeling their pain. Scholars of the soul call this empathy. Crystal gazers and card readers call it the Wheel of Fortune. We astrologers call it collective unconsciousness. Whatever you call it, I feel that bond with you. Both of you. Thank you. Don't mention it, Laviva. I got a new spell. It's a cool spell. It's neat. It's nice. It's fun. It's fantastic. Whoa! Divinations of Astrologian transcended echo deep within your soul. Da-da-da. Number 5. Oh! Damage taken is reduced, regenerating HP over time. An area of mind attunement is created, reducing damage taken for all who enter. Cool. Neat. I have the spell. Now where do I put this? This seems to be a Shift-E spell. Methinks. Yeah, we'll go with that. I think. But where would this go? Alt 4, I guess? No, Shift 4. No, Alt 4. It's literally the exact same thing. I wouldn't particularly care if I accidentally pressed it the wrong time. It's just a free aspect at Helios. Jenny Quinard, the Hands of Fate. Welkin Attire Coffer. Item level 210. What's my item level? I don't see it. Well, 60. 255. 210. Oh, it's worse. Aw. Except, I'm quite aware that the mere notion of accompanying Lviva to the answering quarters is bordering on absurd, but I cannot in good faith abandon our good friend in her time of need, not after all we have been through. I'm joyed to see that you have come to the same conclusion as well. You two are foolish, but I would not trade friends such as you for all the gold in the Aurum Vale. There is no gold in the Aurum Vale. But there is no gold in the... Ahem. My lady, might I ask you to entertain a second option? You said that your father's diary contained a document which implicates Sylvester in Rufin's murder. What if, and I fully understand the enormity of this but what if Sylvester still has yet to lay eyes on that document? Suppose he only took the diary to provoke you. If we could somehow retrieve it before you boarded his airship, then we would have a bargaining chip of our own. But this man is the leader of the bibliotheques. Their sole purpose in life is the hoarding of knowledge. Of course he read the diary. And knowing Sylvester, the documents would have been set to flame the moment he discovered it. Unless we told him there was another document, one that I removed from the diary to have examined, one that was not in the diary when he stole it. Of course, there is no such page, but it would be easy enough to draft something up from memory of what I saw, something that would appear official from a distance. It just might work. Though there is always the chance that he may simply attempt to take the document by force. For that to happen, we would be fortunate to escape with our lives. Sylvester is a formidable astrologian. Some say he even possesses the power to stop time. But I thought those were only... No, we mustn't think of that. There is little time left before this scheduled meeting in the answering quarter. Lady Lviva's plan is all we have. If we are to save both her and her family, we must act and trust that the stars will guide us to victory. Yes, of course. Quest accepted. Secret Junior in Charlane's answering quarter. Ta-da! Da-da-da. Wait. Oh. I don't have this area unlocked yet. A difference of opinion it is! I completely forgot about this part. Damn it. Unfortunately, my voice is killing me. So, with that, is the end of the stream. Oh, hello. BB Alex is the blah, blah, blah. That is a mouthful of a name. Thank you for following, although you kind of catch me on, like, the ending stream, unfortunately. But, you know what, we actually didn't do what we set it out to do during the stream. We were supposed to do the entire Heavensward questline for Astrologian, but I completely forgot that the last quest requires me to get to complete certain quests in Heavensward first. Oops. My bad. On the bright side, the next time I stream, I know to get that done so that hopefully all the zones are unlocked so this doesn't happen again. Yeah. Fantastic, amazing. If you enjoyed today's stream, consider doing the viewer things. Follow, share, check out my Twitch panels. And I will see you all next time. Goodbye.